Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Business Mindset. Today's video is about how Tesla became the world's most valuable automaker. Be sure to stick around till the very end so you don't miss out on anything. How did Tesla become the most valuable automaker? It almost single-handedly changed the nature of the car industry forever. Tesla's share price hit the $1,000 mark recently. Tesla started out as a way to solve an existential problem: too much carbon. The idea was to create a vehicle that wouldn't need fossil fuels to work and would push the whole industry to follow. This was during a time where many thought it was impossible and improbable that Tesla would have any real success at all. Master plans, solar, and batteries. The plan was simple: create a low-volume car that would be expensive, the first roadster. The funds from sales of that car would be used to develop a medium-volume car at a lower price, Model SX. And then the funds from those sales would go to create an affordable yet high-volume car, Model 3. An updated version, Purdue, introduced new technology and a completely new product in the Tesla family. The new product was solar roofs, totally unrelated to car manufacturing, yet reasonable for Tesla in its goal to accelerate the world's adoption of sustainable energy. It was a risk, but one that made sense. Alongside that was batteries, which linked the cars and the solar. Usually, you always have to find a niche and stay there. You can't do jewelry and say, for example, graphic design. The two are completely unrelated, and if you try to focus on both, one will fail while the other succeeds. In the case of Tesla, these two seemingly great industries were so far apart from one another that having a link to connect them is what really enhanced Tesla. That link being the batteries. The batteries are indeed core to Tesla's leadership position in both industries. Autonomous vehicles. In 2013, Elon Musk first mentioned the idea of autopilot, saying, "Autopilot is a good thing to have in planes, and we should have it in cars." All Tesla vehicles that were manufactured starting September 2014 had autopilot hardware, and starting in October 2016, all new Tesla cars had hardware that could support eventual full self-driving. The hardware evolved significantly again a few years later, and now Tesla is at Hardware 3, and autopilot is just the preview of a more advanced species of cars: full self-driving cars. No other automakers have this. Tesla has been at the forefront of this field for years. While they were focused only on their next gasoline or diesel vehicles, Tesla, like Apple, was reinventing the entire thing. Forbes noted that here in America, the Model 3 outsold every model BMW sells put together in Q2 of 2019. Tesla became the most valuable car company in the world, and probably the best is yet to come for Tesla. Tesla made an early bet on EVs and continued to lead the market by innovating. While speaking at the NVIDIA conference in 2015, Elon said, "I don't think we have to worry about autonomous cars because it's a sort of narrow form of AI. It's not something I think is very difficult. To do autonomous driving that is to a degree much safer than a person is much easier than people think." The Supercharger Network. One of the many issues that people see with EVs is how to keep them charged. Many people live in apartments and can't really install their own wall charger. With the Supercharger Network that Tesla is continuously expanding and growing, Tesla has solved that problem. Not only that, Tesla road trips are a big thing because this network encourages road trips and makes them super easy without the guilt or price of using gasoline. The Supercharger Network is yet again something that has placed Tesla ahead of other EV markers for years and continues to be a significant advantage. Other EV makers don't have their own charging stations and have to rely on less integrated, more expensive charging options from a variety of different networks. The experience. Another thing that makes Tesla more lovable is the experience. This is often called the Tesla experience, and it gives one a sense of being in a high-tech vehicle from the future. The cars can also do fun and silly things, like make farting noises, something that may not appeal to everyone, but it inspires silliness and is a fan favorite of others. One can play video games while parked, practice karaoke, or even make their own music. These ideas are often tweeted to Elon Musk, who incorporated them into the products. This is another thing that makes Tesla valuable. Its CEO listens and cares about what his customers want and need. In fact, before Tesla developed the Cybertruck, Elon took to Twitter to ask what people would love a Tesla truck to have. They took in thousands of responses and incorporated some of the ideas. Additional 2.5 cents. Since its entire existence, Tesla has been hailed as a company that won't meet its goals. Up until 2018, a Tesla was just a car that was meant for the wealthy, and most were yet to catch on to the fact that Teslas are now affordable and that Tesla doesn't just make cars. Along those lines, Tesla stock was one of the most shorted stocks ever and still has, hardcore loyal critics, not loyal to Tesla, but loyal to the idea of Tesla failing. They are literally betting billions on Tesla's failure. This is how sure they are that Tesla will fail. Despite all of this opposition stacked against one company, Tesla has not only overcome its many challenges, but has done so with grace, enthusiasm, and innovation. What the critics fail to see is that Tesla, in order to become number one, had to change an entire industry, multiple industries even. By taking on solar, energy storage, and battery technology, Tesla has challenged the energy industry. Think gas, oil, and electric, as well as the battery industry and auto industry. By integrating AI in its autonomous driving software, Tesla has sharpened its edge to the point that it is cutting away the old ways of doing things. The stock topping $1,000 is only a preview of what is to come. Tesla is still a bit volatile, meaning it is a roller coaster ride, but it is supported by many customers, fans, and large institutional investors as well. Many people aren't as passionate about their favorite brands as Tesla owners and fans are about Tesla. Tesla and Elon Musk have done this with millions around the world, and this is why Tesla has become the most valuable automaker in the world. Shares in Tesla have surged since the start of 2020 as investors have begun to feel more confident about the future of electric vehicles. How Elon Musk aims to revolutionize battery technology. That is, despite its founder Elon Musk having wiped $14 billion off Tesla's value in May after tweeting that its share price was too high. After years of losses, the Californian firm has also delivered 3 profitable quarters in a row and maintained that momentum during the first 3 months of 2020 despite the coronavirus outbreak. Toyota, however, remains a far larger business in terms of sales. The Japanese company sold 10.46 million vehicles in the year to March and posted revenues of 30.2 trillion yen, $281.20 billion. Tesla ended 2019 with sales of just $24.6 billion, having delivered 367,200 vehicles last year. However, investors are excited by the US firm's potential, believing it could dominate the future electric car market. Analysts at the stockbroker Jefferies said the firm remains significantly ahead of peers in product range, capacity, and technology. In a reflection of that, the firm is now also worth around 3 times the combined value of US rivals General Motors and Ford. Mr. Musk has said Tesla will deliver at least 500,000 vehicles in 2020, a forecast the company has not changed, despite the coronavirus pandemic. China. How many American companies have their own factory in China? I mean, their own factory. They manage it, call the shots, and completely 100% own the factory. And how many American companies managed to secure their own factory in China during a trade war with the United States? One that our own president started simply because he was throwing a tantrum. There's only one, and it's Tesla. During the initial building of its Shanghai Gigafactory, critics pointed to an empty mud field and said this would never happen. It was impossible. They touted the impossibilities and threw the words fraud, vaporware, and not going to happen around, like they were tennis balls, in astonishingly fast time. It demonstrated, for both fans and critics, that Tesla could be a leader in manufacturing, as well as clean tech products. Another highlight is that it's widely presumed battery prices need to drop past the $100 per kilowatt barrier for electric cars to become broadly as competitive as gasoline cars. One major cost in batteries is the cost of cobalt. We hope you liked the video. While you're still here, go ahead and click on one of the videos on your screen. See you there.